Hear you.
You can't hear me. But you're responding to me.
Yes, I'm walking somewhere.
Right, okay. But you just seen us. Just stop.
No, I've got to be somewhere, my friend.
Yeah, I know, but do you see where we're coming from? Because you've seen us, you've turned around and you've walked away.
No, I've gone the wrong way.
You've gone the wrong way. Right, okay. Where have you got to go?
That's none of your business, my friend.
I'm just talking to you, mate. Just talking to you. What's your name, mate?
Sorry?
What's your name?
I can't hear you.
What's your name?
Why?
I'm just wondering.
I can't tell you.
Right, no worries, mate. Have a nice day.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Pardon? I just said I gone the wrong way, you know.
Right, okay. Right, but do you
Are
understand why?
Are you looking for somewhere what we can help you with?
No, thank you. No.
Do you see though why we've come round here? It's just because obviously when you've gone round the corner, you've seen us. And it's like you've walked in the hole.
No, basically what it is, I went down that street and I realised I'm in the wrong road.
Right, okay.
Yes.
What road is it you're looking for?
I can't tell you.
Why?
It's private.
Right, listen, mate. So because of obviously your demeanour and the way that you've turned around the corner, it's almost like you're trying to avoid us.
No, definitely not. I'm not running.
I know. But from me, it looks like you're trying to avoid us. All right.
Really?
It did do, yeah.
No, definitely not.
So look, that's my grounds. So under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act, I'm going to detain you for the purpose of search. Alright. It's a high drug use area. Obviously, you've seen us. You look like you're actively trying to avoid.
Alright guys, buckle up because this one sets the tone instantly. We open with a channel that positions itself as a watchdog over police conduct, immediately framing the narrative as accountability focused. But before we even reach the real encounter, there's already a tension-building intro and a plug for the original source. The calm introduction quickly shifts into something more serious, as the first contact begins with confusion and miscommunication on the street.
I misheard that. You're going to what, sorry?
Alright. So my name's PC Cliff.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm based at Blackpool Police Station.
Yeah.
So my grounds for this search under Section...
Oh, you're going to search me?
Yeah, under Section
Really?
23, yeah.
Really?
Just hear me out.
I'm going to explain to you
Just
why.
hear me out, because I'm going to explain to you, alright?
Yeah.
So my grounds are, when we walk round that corner,
Yeah.
you've seen us, and then you've turned around and you've walked back in a whole complete opposite direction.
Okay, yes.
Which is a bit suspicious.
Yes.
It's a high drug use area. Alright. So that's the reason.
No worries, I have to film this then, my friend.
No, not a problem, not a problem. You can film me all you want.
So basically, you're pulling me up for you're searching me for misuse of drugs.
So Section 23 Misuse of Drugs Act search. Yeah.
Yes.
So the reason why, as I've said, is obviously because I've already told you this 3 times now.
Yes.
You've seen us, you've turned
Yes.
around, you've gone the whole opposite way. I've
Yes.
tried to interact with you and you've carried on walking.
I couldn't hear you. I said I can't hear
Yeah,
you.
I know, but when we've come closest, when my colleagues asked you, you said you've turned around the wrong street, we've asked you what street it is and you said
Yes.
you can't remember. So obviously that gives me grounds to believe that you might be carrying controlled substances on you. That's fair.
Yeah, but drugs though? You're going around the drugs route.
Yeah, I am, because it's a high drug use area.
So
Okay.
you just because I've gone down the wrong street, you're saying that I might be carrying
No,
drugs?
no, not just that. It's the whole demeanour. All right.
What?
So
I
gives me
look chill,
grounds.
right?
That gives me grounds to search you. Can you just put your phone down, take your hands out your pocket, mate? You're not in any trouble, all right?
No,
So-
but I don't, because so basically the grounds are just because I turn down the street, turn around, you're searching me for drugs.
And your demeanour with
What's
us
the demeanour,
as well.
though?
And your demeanour, it's like you don't.
Alright guys, what we're seeing here is the very first real interaction, and it already feels slightly off balance. Officers claim the man has changed direction after seeing them, while he insists it was just a wrong turn. That small disagreement becomes the seed of suspicion. He refuses to give personal details, and that alone starts building tension. Nothing illegal has happened, yet the tone is already drifting towards scrutiny.
All right.
No, you don't have to at all. But you're actively trying to avoid us. You've seen.
No, I
us.
didn't. Because I told you why I turn around. I've gone down the wrong street, right?
I know, but then when
It's a dead end, right? Is that a dead end?
Listen, listen.
Mate, don't give it that.
You're not
Right,
hearing
let's go back to basics.
Go on.
What's your call number?
5379.
And where are you based?
I've done Go Wiser with
Where
you.
are you based?
So my name is PC 5379 Cliff. I'm
Yeah.
based at Blackpool Police Station.
Yes.
All right. I've given you my grounds to search 3 times now.
And you've said just
All
because
right.
I went down the street and turned around when I seen you, that's grounds for a drug search.
Not just that. We're going in circles now.
We're not going in circles. I want to establish these grounds.
Look, I'm going to search.
Oh, you can search.
Have you got anything on you?
Nothing, honestly.
Nothing.
I can tell you, I've
fine.
no sharps, no
No,
nothing.
It's fine. Right,
Yeah.
Don't worry. So let's say you're entitled to a copy of the search record now or within the next 3 months from the station. All right.
Can you give me a copy of search today?
Sorry?
Can you give me a copy of search today?
By all means, I think I've got a printer in my car.
Have you?
So, yeah. Well, you can go to the station, it'll be ready for you.
I don't do drugs, my friend.
I know, that's fine, mate.
These grounds seem funny just for turning down the street and then realising
Just
I'm
because it's quite a high profile
It's
area
just-
here for drug using and
I don't take
exchange.
drugs,
I'm not
honest.
saying you are, but we're just saying because
I don't
of
accept.
it.
I don't.
I'm
If
going
you
to
let
put
me
these on the
finish
floor
what
so
I'm
that I
saying.
don't... Tell you what, I'll put them back.
Yeah, but I don't expect to be turned over just because the area is that way.
No, I know, but because it's a high crime drug area and they do quite a lot of drug dealing in this area.
Yeah.
We've seen you, you've seen us, you've actively turned away from us. We've tried to stop you 3 times and you carried on walking in.
No, I said I can't hear you.
Which is fair enough, but we've shouted you several times. If you've not got anything on you,
Alright guys, this is where the situation starts tightening. Officers continue pressing for answers, but the man stays calm and guarded, repeatedly saying certain details are private. What stands out here is how silence and hesitation are being interpreted as avoidance. From his perspective, he is simply not obligated to overshare, but from theirs it becomes a behavioral signal. That difference in interpretation quietly pushes everything closer to escalation.
I don't want you to touch my buttock.
Right, have you got anything in your back pockets?
Nothing whatsoever. I'd have emptied my pockets for you.
That's fine. Right, that search is negative.
Yeah.
Right, so you're now free to go.
Yeah.
So as I say, I can get a printer from my car if you want, and I'll give you a copy now.
Yeah, where's your car, my friend?
With parts Is it back up there? It's over that way, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'd like the search record, please.
That's fine.
Because, is there anything you put on the floor out of my pockets?
No, I've put all your
Oh,
change back in there
in the
just so
money.
it didn't get lost.
So basically, my friend, yeah, I walked down the street, I realised I'm walking into a dead end,
Right.
yeah, and I've backtracked on myself, and I wanted to walk away back out of this
So
estate.
it was twice. So I've already said my grounds already, but it was twice. So you've seen us the first time, I've said hi, and you've turned around. We've then seen you again coming around the corner. You've met eye contact with me, and then you've actively turned back round and started walking another way. All right.
So was I detained for that search?
Sorry. Then I told you that you were detained for the purpose of search.
So when's the detainment
Right,
over?
Look, I've already told you that you're not no longer
I'm no
detained.
longer detained. Okay, so right. Okay, I do like a copy of the search, my friend. Yeah,
Not a problem.
because I don't
That's
think the
fine.
grounds was right then what you just did.
That's fair enough. That's fair. I've told you my grounds.
Yeah,
Search for
hey,
friendly-
mate, you're very polite and all the rest of it,
No, it's fine.
and you've not put me in handcuffs.
You've been
you
fine.
know.
Look, listen, you've been fine with me.
I'm not
the
a
whole
dangerous
time.
person or anything like that. But basically, it was just I've gone down the wrong street. I'm looking out for somebody's car. I've realised.
Alright guys, now we hit the turning point. Officers officially moved to detain him under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act. This is where suspicion becomes action. The justification relies heavily on high drug area and perceived avoidance. The man is clearly shocked, questioning how a simple wrong turn leads to a drug search. At this moment, the encounter shifts from conversation into formal police authority being enforced.
We're on foot patrol. From where it looked, obviously, you met eye contact with us twice, and each time you've walked in the opposite direction.
But I don't trust police, my friend, and you've given me another reason why I can't. Because basically, what that tells me is I can't change direction in the street we aren't being detained and searched. But I don't take drugs. I can give you a drug test now, mate, and I can give you an hair follicle test.
No, I'm not saying you do take drugs.
No, but you just detained me for a drug search. Was it Section 23?
Section 23 misuse,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is basically, right? I don't take drugs. I definitely don't deal drugs. So therefore,
But I didn't say that you did.
no. But you must have had suspicion that you thought that I must have dabbled in 2 of them scenarios there to search me.
I believe you could have had drugs on you, yes.
But there was no grounds for that, my
I've
friend.
already told you.
There was no grounds. What? Just for changing direction? That's
So-
not grounds, my friend.
So, no, just hear me out. So, obviously on the search record, it'll say everything, so everything I've already explained to you
Yeah.
will be on there. Alright, so, because I keep repeating it, like the grounds.
Yeah, but you
I have an
don't
issue with-
feel that you have to keep repeating it. I don't want you to keep repeating yourself. But what I'm trying to say is this: if the grounds ain't met from the very beginning,
They were.
there wasn't. Not for Misuse of Drugs Act. You could have stopped me and said, "Hey, it looks like you're evading my thingy." I stopped when you come and I so therefore, where's the drugs come into that? There's no drugs in that, my friend.
Right, okay, look, you clearly don't agree with me, that's fine.
Well, you've no evidence.
It's on suspicion.
So if I suspect you of being like, let's just say, you go out at night.
Alright guys, things become more structured but also more confrontational. The officer lays out formal grounds for the search, citing movement, demeanor, and location. The man immediately challenges every point, asking for clarity and logic. What's important here is the growing gap between legal justification and personal understanding. Both sides are now locked into fixed positions, and neither seems willing to soften their stance.
Just because
I don't know what you're getting at. It's two totally different.
Because it's bizarre, isn't it? You get what I'm saying?
Well, are you willing to give me a name for the search record or not?
No, because I like to keep my anonymity. You know.
No, it's fine, mate. It's totally it's
Quite bizarre, really, because basically, I'm coming to look out for a lift.
Pardon?
I've got a lift in that street.
I'm not stopping you from getting a lift.
No, but I need my search record before I can go.
That's fine. Like I say, you can either have it now.
Can I ask you a question anyway?
Yeah, by all means.
What does the word discreet means?
What do you mean?
Discreet.
I don't understand what you're getting at.
Discreet.
That's me discreet. Well, I don't. What's this got to do with anything?
No, I'm just asking you because my English isn't very good. You know, discreet.
Take your time. It's fine.
What does discreet mean?
So discreet means, well, discreet means just do something discreetly. Maybe. I don't know.
An example of doing something discreetly was like, say, I'm using this as an example because it's the subject we've been on. So say if someone was to do a drug deal,
yeah,
and they openly handed you a bag with white powder in and didn't open where people could see, that wouldn't be discreetly. But to do that discreetly, if I just went to shake your hand and in that handshake
there was a drug deal. I get what you're saying. Right, so miss, I'm glad you've answered that because do you know on your uniform at the moment, you've got like a badge. Can you see that one there?
This one.
Alright guys, this section is pure back and forth tension. The officer repeats the grounds multiple times, while the man pushes back, saying there is no real evidence. He argues that simply turning around cannot equal drug suspicion. The officers rely on cumulative behavior, while he insists it's being misinterpreted. This is where the argument stops being about movement and becomes about rights versus assumption.
Right?
No.
But you're
not supposed to be discreet, though.
Yeah, but your uniform says that you should only wear that discreetly.
It doesn't.
It does?
No, because we've got our collar numbers and we've got police.
No, I'm on about the badge.
The badge.
So in Lancashire Police uniform policy, it says it allows you to wear, like, say, a poppy or a thin blue line badge, but discreetly, right? So what I'm saying is, if I'm walking towards you now, the first thing that hits out to me is, I'll be honest, the knee ball touch and your blue line badge, and then your pink thingy, because everything else is black, right? Yeah. Do you know that? Rather than just say, "Oh, I'm going to look to a person's face," yeah. So if I'm walking towards you now, I've got three colours that are shouting out at me. First of the brightest one, knee ball light. Then the blue line, and then offside.
Alright guys, now the physical search begins, and the energy changes completely. The man is compliant but clearly uncomfortable as officers begin the procedure. He continues insisting he has nothing illegal, while questioning how suspicion alone justified this level of intrusion. Officers maintain this is standard practice, especially in high-crime areas. The contrast between procedure and personal violation becomes very visible here.
And that's the reason why I asked you, because basically your policy says that it should be discreet. And what we're finding is more and more officers are in your face. Yeah, now yours is smaller, but it's got your badge number at the side. But some officers are wearing massive big badges, yeah?
What street was that on?
It was Spencer Court.
Yeah. You from Blackpool yourself?
No.
today. It's not been as good as normal. I mean,
it's been warm though, hasn't it?
Last few days.
Yeah, it's been very warm, you know.
Just.
Alright guys, this is where accountability and process take center stage. The man repeatedly questions when detention ends and demands proper documentation. Officers defend their decision, sticking to their reasoning about behavior and environment. Even after no findings, the disagreement remains. It's no longer about what was found, but whether the search should have happened at all based on such limited grounds.
Dog's always barking here. Is it allowed that to have a dog in the yard or not?
Yeah, it's a guard dog. Yeah, it's got shelter, it's got food and water.
Has it?
Yeah.
But if someone chucked a bit of meat over with a bit of rat poison in that.
I mean,
They're nasty people out there, you know, they do that.
Cameras,
like.
so hopefully you'd like to think that
No, but balaclava job.
Well, no, that's true.
Do you know what someone did to my van? They popped my window. Balaclava on.
What, put your window through?
Yeah, with a balaclava. My camera's caught it. How can I catch him? I can't say, hello police officer, I've got someone who brought my van window. What do they look like? Dressed all in black with balaclava on.
And that's the difficulty we have as well nowadays.
I didn't report it. How many crimes go unreported because you can't give...
No, I know.
I'm not stupid enough to say, well, can you go and find him? What are you looking for? It's like a needle in a haystack, isn't it, right?
Majority of people we get shouted up now on the radio what they're wearing, all black balaclava. The majority of young lads.
So can I ask you a question? Because he made this decision in regards. Do you agree with his decision in regards to?
I do, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
For drugs?
Yeah. Just
Really?
because
Just because of the area?
that area, it's not just yourself. We stop a lot of people on there for the same reason. It's a high crime drug area, especially for exchange of drugs. People are actively avoiding us, walking away from us. It's just one of them. I mean, you're entitled to how you feel.
No, I get what you're saying.
believe
You're the police, and you know, like I say, I didn't get nasty or anything. And that's the reason why there was no need for handcuffs. I think he made the right decision. That dog's always barking here. Is it allowed that to have a dog in the yard or not?
Yeah, it's a guard dog. Yeah, it's got shelter, it's got food and water.
Has it?
Yeah.
But if someone chucked a bit of meat over with a bit of rat poison in that.
I mean,
they're nasty people out there, you know, they do that.
Cameras,
like.
so hopefully you'd like to think that
No, but balaclava job.
Well, no, that's true.
Do you know what someone did to my van? They popped my window. Balaclava on.
What, put your window through?
Yeah, with a balaclava. My camera's caught it. How can I catch him? I can't say, hello police officer, I've got someone who brought my van window. What do they look like? Dressed all in black with balaclava on.
And that's the difficulty we have as well nowadays.
I didn't report it. How many crimes go unreported because you can't give...
No, I know.
I'm not stupid enough to say, well, can you go and find him? What are you looking for? It's like a needle in a haystack, isn't it, right?
It's difficult because the majority of people we get shouted up now on the radio what they're wearing, all black balaclava. The majority of young lads.
So can I ask you a question? Because he made this decision in regards. Do you agree with his decision in regards to?
I do, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
For drugs?
Yeah. Just
Really?
because
Just because of the area?
that area, it's not just yourself. We stop a lot of people on there for the same reason. It's a high crime drug area, especially for exchange of drugs. People are actively avoiding us, walking away from us. It's just one of them. I mean, you're entitled to how you feel.
No, I get what you're saying.
believe
You're the police, and you know, like I say, I didn't get nasty or anything. And that's the reason why there was no need for handcuffs. I think he made the right decision.
Alright guys, after the search concludes, we enter the aftermath phase. The man is given his search record but immediately challenges its validity. He explains his version clearly. Wrong turn, no intent, no wrongdoing. Officers still believe their suspicion was justified. This moment highlights the unresolved divide. One side sees lawful procedure, the other sees unfair profiling based on perception.
Hey, honestly, I can't fault your policing in regards to you know, your persona and the way you've been with me, but all I would say is, like, we're not all the same, mate. You know, like, end of the day, like, you know, like, think about how many working people are on that estate, yeah, who don't want that bullshit that they're living around, right?
No, and I get that completely.
So
but they also probably want us actively trying to find drug dealers.
They do.
People that are using drugs as well.
And it's to what extent. So let's say if you'd open my pockets and I had, like, say, an 8-inch pink dildo in my pocket, I'd be embarrassed by that. Now, do you know what I'm saying? Like, because no one knows what I'm up to in my spare time, right?
That's it, yeah.
You know what I mean? But imagine getting pulled up and you've got a pink dildo in your pocket and you've got nothing to do with drugs, right?
Yeah, no, I get that completely.
You get what I'm saying? You know for a fact back in the station or back in car, you'll be having a good old giggle going, no way, can you believe what we pulled out of his pocket? I don't ask you to comment on that, but it's true. Yeah. I'd giggle the same thing. But people have got different fantasies and different pleasures and stuff. But I know for a fact if I were a copper and I'd pulled up a random guy and he's got, like, let's just say a bit of lube, Durex and a sex toy in his pocket, I'd be like going, well, he's having a good time tonight. Yeah. But it'd be a laugh at his expense then, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? We're all human.
Alright guys, now we're deep into the philosophical clash. The man strongly argues that changing direction or refusing to engage cannot automatically signal criminal behavior. Officers respond that proactive policing is necessary in high-crime areas. The conversation expands into trust, community safety, and repeated stops. Both sides show understanding at points, but fundamentally disagree on where suspicion becomes overreach.
Yeah.
How long has it been running?
It's been running when I first came into contact with you.
Really?
Yeah.
So, obviously, everybody can record in a public space, right? You know that? Yeah. There's no...
I don't have an issue with you.
No, but you can record me too, right?
Yeah,
but
fine.
Unfortunately, in your policy, you have to declare it at the earliest opportunity, really.
So, earliest opportunity, I was trying to see kind of where you were going, you weren't really. But it is on there.
No, but we have walked. We've walked.
Right, I apologise I haven't let you know sooner.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me a minute. I'm just writing it all up and then I'll print it off for you.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Cliff, I have to put this to my solicitor because I don't see the grounds like you do, and therefore I might have to make a civil claim against us. You know, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just this time I can't get back. You know.
No, don't worry.
Yeah.
Have you got a contact number for your person you were meeting?
Yeah.
So you can ring them and let them know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about 5'10".
5'11".
5'11".
Yeah. I wish I was 1 inch taller. So I was 6 foot. I'll put the wife's heels on.
Sorry, I've not used this machine before, so it's Yeah, that's good. There we go, working. You got any plans tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna sink a few beers tonight.
Sink a few beers.
Yeah, I've had a good.
Feels like a Friday.
I've had a good result in court today, so.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
It does feel like a Friday though, I feel like.
Well, not me, but somebody else has some celebrating on their behalf, you know.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's fair, mate. There you go. So that's the search record. So obviously it's got the circumstance on there, the grounds and whatnot.
Section 23, Misuse of Drugs Act. No worries.
Alright.
Well, thank you very much for being professional. Like I say, I just disagree with the grounds from the start. That's it.
No, it's fine.
You know,
have a good day. Try and enjoy the weather before it rains.
But is that? But would that be the same going forward for you guys anyway? Just do the same again?
Yeah.
Just by someone turning the wrong way.
No, it's more than that. Like I said, I've written it on there, my grounds. All right.
Yeah, but when you shout at me, I can't hear you. That's why I said I can't hear you.
And we've come closer and we've explained. Look, I'm not going to talk about.
No worries. Right, you give me the grounds anyway.
You have a good day, all right?
You take care. Yeah.
All right, guys, we reach the final reflection. The tone softens as both sides acknowledge each other's perspective, but the disagreement remains unresolved. The man stresses that innocent people can feel targeted, while officers defend their preventative approach. He considers further action, questioning the legitimacy of the grounds. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.